technology across Africa by telling their story, involving them in technical and non-technical training, like not just the tech aspects, other aspects too, while also helping them share knowledge, their knowledge and ideas through articles. And most importantly, we work towards ensuring that Africa becomes a continent where women are equally represented across all career roles in the tech space. So that's the briefing about She Code Africa. Welcome, Aino Ayorinde. So I want to, before we go on, I want to acknowledge some leads here. The She Code Africa leader, Miss Uche. Thank you very much, Ma, for joining. And okay, then I'll be talking about the ESCO's biography. So today's title, which is a very wonderful topic, is resilience and adaptability in the tech space, which is very, very important because for you to be in the tech space, you have to have a lot of capacity. Don't worry, you hear more. Resilience is like capacity to withstand toughness and ability to adjust to new conditions. So I'll be reading our wonderful speaker's biography. So Miss Lilibel Obiadika is a versatile professional excelling as a social media and community manager, a front-end developer and a technical writer, currently a 100-level statistics student at the University of Lagos. Lilibel has a passion for technology and community engagement. Alongside her academic pursuits, she owns a business called Plot and Kicks, a unique books and sneakers platform. Lilibel's journey in social media management began when she volunteered with She Code Africa Asaba chapter. You see the importance of volunteering. This experience led her to a position as a social media manager at an NFT marketplace company where she oversees social accounts and engagement growth. Her communication skills shine in her role as a writer, simplifying complex concepts for broader understanding. Lilibel's dynamic skill set combined with her commitment to education and entrepreneurship positions her as an innovative force in the technical and retail sectors. So with that, let's give a round of applause as we welcome our speaker, Miss Lilibel Obiadiaka. Please let there be clap in the chat box. Let it be lively, let it be chat while we welcome our speaker. Miss Lilibel, welcome.
Thank you, Precious. Thank you.
You're welcome. And sorry, I forgot to mention, I'll be your host for those that didn't hear when I joined. Pressure. So, Miss Lilibel, over to you now. Thank you very much.
Okay. I don't know. Should we just start or should we wait a while for others to join?
Okay, I think we can give them 2 minutes more. Let's say 7:10 we proceed. Please, everybody, try to share it in your various
Okay.
platforms for others to join and benefit.
Okay, should I proceed? So I can just share my screen so I can share my slides.
Yes, ma, please, you can go on. Thank you.
Okay, can you all see my screen now?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay.
Yes, we can all see.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So today's okay. Let me introduce myself first. Hello, everybody. My name is Lily Bell. I'm a social media manager and community manager. I'm a technical content writer and a front end developer. So today we are talking about two super important things for anybody who wants to succeed in the tech space. Can anybody still hear me? Sorry, I'm not sure everybody's following.
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. So these two super important things are resilience and adaptability. You might have heard of these words before, but they're not just, fancy words. When I'm talking, I like to relate things to like games, superpowers, toys, and all of that. So just bear with me, thank you. And I stammer a bit. I stammer a lot, so just bear with me, thank you. So these two qualities are like secret superpowers, that's what I call them, for handling tough situations and staying on top in the ever-changing tech space. Because the space is always changing, it's always moving. It's a very, very dynamic space. So why are these qualities so important? Well, the tech space is like a roller coaster with lots of ups and downs, twists and turns. So resilience itself helps you stay strong when things go downhill. Well, like when you're going up and down on the roller coaster, that's resilience. It helps you stay strong. While sorry, adaptability helps you ride the twists and turns without falling off. It's what helps you adapt to that particular force that's carrying you around and around. So in this talk today, we'll be digging deeper into why these two qualities aren't just cool words or fancy words, but essential skills for you to have for your success in the tech space. So get ready to, unlock your inner tech superhero. So the ability to navigate challenges, bounce back from setbacks, and adapt to change is more critical than ever. So, like I said, we're going to be going into why these two qualities are very, very essential for your success in tech. Now, there's a compelling statistic to ponder on. I had to research for this topic. According to an industry survey, I will link this in the chat box later. Over 80% of remote workers report that they experience high levels of stress in their jobs. Why is that? Pressure to keep up with the new technology, they have to meet tight deadlines, they have to address unforeseen issues, and this can take a toll on our well-being. So now, firstly, we're going into resilience. What is resilience? The slide now is basically the dictionary meaning of what resilience is. But in my own terms, resilience is it means being tough when things get rough. word. You guys should write that down. It means being tough when things get rough. Think of it like being a superhero who can bounce back from any challenge, even when things don't go as planned. When your computer crashes, or your project does not work out, or you have a bug in your code, resilience is what keeps you going. It's like having a never give up attitude. Are we all following? You guys can like send reactions in the chat box. Send, I don't know. Let me see. Are we all following? Okay, good. That's good. That's good. Um. So, what are the significance? Why should we have this resilience? Why? What is important? What's so important about it? So, you need to have this because of your career growth. The way tech is changing, it is so fast. You just blink and there's something new coming up. So you have to be able to bounce back from setbacks because only those who can, what's that thing that is, who can survive are more likely to advance in their careers. That's the only way you'll be able to grow your career. People with resilience always know how to solve problems. They are problem solvers. They approach challenges with a growth mindset. They see them as opportunities to grow than you don't think of them as obstacles or think of them as failures. So resilience, how will I put it? People who are resilient are awesome at solving problems. They don't freak out when things go wrong or they lose their cool when things go wrong. They see problems as chances to learn and to grow. And that's a big deal because tech is all about fixing things and making them better, making basically about. So what are significance? Yes, it can also help in your mental and emotional.
What's happening? Is Lilybell still here?
Sorry, where did I stop? My network is so bad. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, you're audible now, but at a
Yes,
point
yes,
you
I
lost
can hear you.
Okay, where did I stop, please? My network is quite bad.
okay.
I can't hear anything.
You were
Oh my.
talking?
You were talking about the second significance of wrestling, something like that.
Oh, okay. I can hear you now. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. I don't know if you're having late feedback, but I said that a while ago. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, you can go
Should
on
I go
now.
on? Um. Okay.
Yes, please go on.
Let me reshare my screen again. Oh my god. Okay, so I was talking about problem solving skills. Okay, my mic is still on. So people who are resilient, they don't freak out when things go wrong. Instead, they see problems as chances to learn and to grow. That's a very, very big deal because tech is majorly about fixing things and making them good and better for the next person that will use them. So if you're resilient, you're also a problem solver. Now, onto mental and emotional well-being. Resilience isn't just about work, 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 and work. It is about feeling good inside of yourself. Tech can be stressful. Tech is very, very stressful. Whatever thing you're doing in tech, whether you're front end dev, back end dev, you're a designer, it is very, very stressful. But if you're resilient, you can handle it like a champ. You can handle it. You won't get burnt out. You have time for your personal life too, because that's also very, very important. You have to maintain a healthy work-life balance. Now, leadership potential. People who are very resilient often become leaders. Why? Because they inspire others. When your team sees you tackling issues with a positive attitude, they want to follow your lead. This can create a workplace where everyone is excited about new ideas and can handle anything that comes. You guys, anything that comes, you guys can handle it because you are resilient. So, what are the strategies for developing personal resilience? As a techie, embracing failure as a learning opportunity. Instead of feeling bad when things go wrong, think of it as, let's say, a chance to understand what happened. You know, see it as a chance to think, oh, what went wrong? To think about it. What went wrong? How can I do this better next time? How did I solve this? How can I prevent from happening again later in the future? It's like when you make a mistake in the game and you don't, obviously you will not quit. You will try again to get better. You are learning from your mistake and using that to become better at what you do. Maintaining a growth mindset. Think of this as having a positive attitude about learning and getting better. So instead of saying, I can't do it, say, I can't do it yet. This yet is a very simple but it's a very, very strong word. Are you guys still following?
Yes,
You guys can
yes,
send
I'm
reactions to
following.
the chats. Okay, awesome. So, instead of saying I can't do it, say I can't do it yet. I've never ever told somebody, oh, I cannot do something. Even if I don't know how to do it, I'll like, oh, just give me a little while. I'll go and learn that thing and come back. I say, okay, I can do it for you. Don't worry. Don't say I can't do it. I can't do it yet. Yet is a very, very powerful word. It means you believe that you can improve with time and practice. When I was still doing ALX, in the beginning stage, they gave us a task on grit and growth mindset. I think I even have an article on it. I will link it in the chat box later. So it's like saying I know I'm going to grow. I am going to grow. So I cannot limit myself to now. You get. So even when you apply to jobs and they reject you, I've applied to jobs like 50. I've received a rejection mail of 60. Even if the people I did not apply to, they are rejecting me. But still, you think of this experience as a chance to grow and learn. Cultivating emotional intelligence. This is about understanding and managing your feelings, especially when things are rough, when things are tough, you won't even know what is even going on. This is basically about keeping your cool, staying calm, making smart choices even when you're stressed out. Having emotional intelligence will help you a lot. It will help you work well with others, get along with your friends, your peers, your team members, people, your colleagues at work. So you have to have emotional intelligence. You have to cultivate the culture of increasing, I don't know, increasing your emotional intelligence. Now, moving on, adaptability. This means being really good at changing and adjusting to new things in the tech space. In my own words, this is basically being a chameleon. Imagine you can change and learn new stuff like super quick, like this animal changes its color to blend in. That is adaptability. In the tech world, things change super fast. New gadgets. Every year they're releasing new iPhone, new software, new tools to use. These things come up all the time. Being adaptable means you can easily adjust to these changes and keep up with the trends that are always coming up. Let's see. Next. Okay. Strategies for enhancing adaptability. Continuous learning and upskilling. Always try to learn new stuff. Is this one is not even something you can just, you have to learn. You have to know what is new. You have to move with what's trending, what's happening. Tech changes a lot. It's not a stable, I won't call it stable. It's not a stable space at all. Change is very constant. It's always happening. So you have to keep up with it. You have to continue learning. You have to know what's trending, what's new. You have to like surprises. Me, I don't like surprises, but you have to learn to like surprises. You should embrace change as an opportunity for growth. Now, support systems for building resilience and adaptability. Support systems are like your tech support team, the people that hold you when you're falling through, your pillars, your strongholds. They help you become stronger and when you're facing problems or issues in the tech space. So who should be on your tech team, your tech support team? Mentors. Mentors are like wise, experienced guides. They're a bit like, let's say, sorry, hold on. Um, so if you've seen Star Wars, you know this guy. Sorry, I'm trying to say the word Yoda from Star Wars. So he's like their mentor. He's helping them to become like a tech Jedi. So these are who your mentors are. They're only there to guide you. They will not hold your hand and carry you step by step everywhere. No. I personally believe in what I personally believe is before you go to meet a mentor, you should have made research on your own first. You should have gone to meet your peers, your fellow, the people on the same level as you. Ask questions, try to solve it together. Research before you go to is unless you are stuck. You have no, there's no hope going forward. Find out and meet a mentor and say, okay, please help me. If not, try and try to make research first. Ask questions. Because how will you learn? How will you learn if you don't make mistakes? How will you be experienced? Now, your peers. These are people on the same level as you, people that are still growing together. They're like your squad. You learn from each other, you face and solve problems together. And to be very honest, this it makes your tech journey fun and exciting when you have people when you're going with people on the same level as you. Now, community. Join communities that are related to your field. This community one, I will make emphasis on it a lot because how I grew from a community, Chikon Africa Asaba. I don't even know how I even found myself inside Asaba group chats. When I'm staying in Lagos, I can't know I joined. And then one day I was like, Missy Fena, what can I do to help? I want to I want to have a mark in the tech space. What can I do to help? Even if you just helping people send email, I don't mind. And that's how I became a social media manager, just like that. Join communities, relate. If they have a group chat, text in the group chat. Even if it means doing busybody, do it. Make sure you leave your mark in this space. If not, you will just be one corner. You will not be moving. You'll be stagnant. And that's the whole point of this. You have to adapt. You have to be moving. Now, synergy of resilience. Synergy is the way things complement each other. So how does resilience and adaptability complement each other? So for each point, I'll talk about resilience and I'll talk about the second one as well. Handling challenges and setback. As I've already said before, resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, failures, or difficult situations. In this tech space, issues, challenges, they're part of everyday life. It's something you will face. It's not even. It's not. This one is not. It's not a choice option. You are going to face it. There'll be times when you have creative block. You won't be able to design anything. Writer's block. You'll not be able to write anything. There'll be so much bugs in your code. You won't be seeing it in your dreams. So in the tech industry, you have to be. You have to be resilient, and then people who are resilient are less likely to be discouraged by failures. Do not let your failures discourage you at all. You have to keep on keeping on. I'm really sounding like I'm giving them talk on motivation, but this is very, very serious. So, continuous learning. You have to have a hunger to learn new things because this mindset will only encourage you to develop yourself. You have to be hungry for growth. You have to yearn for it. People who can adapt always want to seek out new knowledge and skills so they can stay relevant and valuable. If you don't stay valuable or relevant in the tech space, you cannot move. Oh, you cannot move. The whole massive layoffs. You have to stay valuable and relevant in the tech industry. You have to be very, 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 very valuable. You have to be given something that is they can't find elsewhere. Problem solving, like I said before, you are a problem solver when you're resilient and adaptable. It can also help you in finding new ways to approach challenges. People who are resilient and adaptable always experiment new ways to tackle problems. So you have to be creative. You have to experiment with ways to tackle issues and problems and solve them. Now, on teamwork and collaboration, nobody is a one-man army. In this space, nobody is a one-man army. You need your team. You need to collaborate with people. They will provide you with the emotional stability, encouragement. These things are very, very crucial when you're maintaining positive team dynamic in this tech space. Not that I'm calling you on Twitter. She's a very, very bad person to work with. Don't work with. No, you have to know how to work with people and collaborate with people. You have to adapt. Even if before you say, I prefer doing things on my own, you have to adapt to these changes. Staying ahead in tech trends. Being adaptable makes it easier to embrace and implement the latest tech tools and technologies as they emerge. And you have to be staying ahead because you can't be telling me that you're still using CSS when people are already started using Tailwind. You're still using the normal CSS. You have to stay ahead. You have to learn and use these tools when they come out. You have to be adaptable. You have to persevere when you're facing these challenges. You have you don't have to be discouraged when you have to learn a new tool, or be like, oh, I have to learn something new again, or they'll fire me from work. That's not how that's not how someone that's resilient acts. Am I still on the can anybody still hear me?
Audible.
Just send a okay,
Yes.
thank you. Are you learning? Do you have any questions? I can pause and take any questions.
Questions after this section, but we are learning and you're audible.
Okay, okay, okay. So now tips for tips on how to boost your resilience and adaptability. You have to set SMART goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. When you set SMART goals, you give yourself a clear target and a roadmap to follow. You'll be giving yourself sense of purpose and direction. You know that okay, yes, this is where I'm going to. This is how I'm going to go there. Don't just jump in and do everything everybody's doing because oh, this is the best thing to do. This is you have to have a clear roadmap to follow, and your goals should be achievable. They should be considered. Think of yourself as well. Don't come carry men and walking on the road. Oh, set achievable goals. Those are okay, yes, I can achieve this in this specific time frame. That way it's time bound. Don't go and say I'm a designer, I will design 50 frames in 1 hour. No now. Set achievable goals. They should be smart goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant. It should be within your field. Don't go and say you're doing Python, but you're doing design. And you're learning Python. Why are you learning Python when you're a designer? They should be relevant to your field and time bound. Building a strong professional network. Networking is very, very important. Don't tell me I'm shy, yo, I'm shy, yo. Well, you'll be shy, you'll be broke inside your house. Connect with peers, with mentors, with experts, with people on your level, people above you, people above the people above you. Connect with everybody. Go to events, Fest, IWD events. Go out of your comfort zone and network with people in your field. Practice self-care and stress management. So we know that the tech space is very demanding, very stressful, but you still have to take care of yourself. I'm a baby girl, oh, I'm very, very soft. Me, I'll take care of myself. I don't know about you. If you can't do exercise or go to the gym, simply take like 30 minutes walk. That will help a lot. Just walking for 30 minutes. Eat well, sleep well. Emphasis on sleep well. For every time you don't sleep well, you have removed 1 year from your lifespan. Sleep well. Take breaks. Don't just be working and no. Take breaks. Small, small. Now for questions, I can pause this section and any questions you guys have, if there are any. Any questions? You can ask in the chat. Are there any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Or should I ask questions?
Hello,
Hi.
I have a question.
Okay, go on, ask your question.
I'm a graphic designer, so I
Okay.
work with a school, and I'm only one who as graphic designer, so I don't have a team at that area. I mean, the environment that I'm work. So, how do you think? How do you think that I will make a team?
So can you say that again? I couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me right now?
I can hear you. Just speak louder a bit so I can hear well.
Okay, I say I'm graphic designer, so I work with school, and I am the only one who's graphic designer. So I don't have another team who work as a graphic designer. So how I can make a team? Because you say team is very important.
Okay, yes. So you can always reach out to your employer and be like, oh, and you have to be polite and I'm professional with this. Tell them, oh, okay, it is kind of getting difficult working alone, and if it is possible, and if it is within the company's budget, if they could employ more people to work with you. Does that work? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, but if they can't able what I can do.
You can always join online communities and
Oh,
solicit encouragement and support from them.
okay, thank you.
Yes. Any other questions?
No, I don't.
Any question, everybody? Any question, additions? If you want to add something, you can feel free. Any question, addition, Miss Gloria? Any question, Miss Confidence? Just be free. Any question, anything you want to add?
Okay, I have a question.
Okay,
Can everyone hear me?
yes, you're audible.
So, like for me, a beginner in tech, and I'm basically doing both front end and back end. So, what my question is, how do you balance work and life? Because as a woman or as a lady, and in the tech field, how do you balance and make sure that you have also your life and you're not also outside from the current trend or the industry and at the workplace?
Okay. Striking balance is, yes, it is very, very, very important. So you can always maintain balance by prioritizing the things you have to do. Like I said, set smart goals, prioritize them. Okay, this is what I have to do first. There's another thing I have to do, and then still create time for your personal life. Do you understand? Or should I explain more, Gloria?
Hi, Gloria. Did you get your answer? Yeah, I think she has sent a thumbs up. And there's a
Okay,
question
okay,
from the chat box, Miss Lilybell. Miss Confidence asks, are there any communities you could recommend?
okay. Yes. Well, first of all, I recommend Chikwed Africa. You can join any of the chapters that are close to you. There's Asaba, they have one in Lagos, they have Unilag. Just check, go to their websites and check for the ones that are close to you. There's also the Women in Tech community, Ingressive for Good community. Which other one do I know? Sorry, what other ones do I know? You could always, I would send a list of them on the chat box close to the end of the talk. Okay, let's go on. So, can resilience and adaptability be learned, or are they innate qualities? Can you be born with these qualities? Resilience and adaptability are skills that can be developed, yes, and they can be strengthened over time. So while some people are born, well, they have these qualities normally, basically they're born with it. But then they still have to improve them. They still have to practice and improve these qualities. Okay. So how do I know if I need to work on my resilience and adaptability? This is very simple. When you find yourself struggling with change, when you find yourself frequently being stressed, when you find yourself not being able to bounce back from setback, maybe you receive a mail that says, "Oh, we can't work with you," and then you're depressed for like 2, 3 weeks. That's when you need to know that, okay, you need to improve on yourself. The first step towards growth is self-awareness. Telling yourself, yes, I know I need to improve on this particular aspect. That's the first step towards growth. Are there any recommended resources or books for building resilience and adaptability? Yes, I during my ALX course, they gave us 2 books to read. So those 2 books really helped me. Let me type it in the chat box. Let me type it. So I'll also link my article later after the talk. Um, and you provide examples of how adaptability has been a game changer in the tech industry. Yes, a very simple example would be during the COVID-19 period when people had to start working from home from the office, and we know before people used to work in the office, but then now they have to start working from home. You have to be able to, if you don't know how to adapt at that period, you would have struggled a lot, because imagine saying, I was sleeping, I was sleeping, so I missed the meeting. No, you have to adapt to the change. How can I balance adaptability with stability? I think I've already answered this about balancing, life and work and life. But yeah, I'll say it again. You have to, okay, for this particular one, that you have to always be learning new skills in the tech space. Don't just jump from one skill to another skill, leave one half done and go to another one. No. While let's say for example now you're doing JavaScript and I want to learn React. Don't just leave the JavaScript and go to React. You can still hone your JavaScript skills while you're still doing your React, but you have to prioritize. You have to balance them. Is it possible to be too adaptable, leading to a lack of focus or commitment? Yes, it's possible to be overly adaptable. That, yeah, everything you're doing is scattered. You're doing one thing here, doing another thing here, doing another thing here. Everything is scattered. All your efforts are scattered. So it is possible to be adaptable. And like I said again, the best way to avoid this is to set smart goals, set priorities. This can help to avoid scattered efforts when you're trying to be adaptable. So this comes to the end of my talk. So remember that to be resilient and adaptable, yes, this is an ongoing journey. Even seniors in this space, they still have to adapt. Everybody is on a she's on a everybody on a straight line, some are at the front, some are at the back, but that does not mean you won't still get to where you're supposed to get to. So apply all these things I've said in this talk, and then you will survive in this tech space. You will have your own superpower of resilience and adaptability. So let's strive hard to embrace these qualities and make our mark in the tech space. So thank you so much for listening to me talk. I am honored to have, this is my first time speaking at any event or anything. So I'm honored I have an audience.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Miss Lilybell. We really appreciate it. And I'm sure everyone here learned one or two things. And most importantly, from what she said, tips, join communities. Most of the time we find it difficult to like figure it out on our own. But by the time you join the community, you participate in one boot camp, you offer help, like she said, you just try, do something, and before you know it, you see yourself excelling. Just start from somewhere. Don't feel that nothing's enough. Or maybe I need to upgrade my gadget, I need to do this, I need to do. Just start from where you are, and the time you don't know, you get where you want to do. So for the community aspect, if you want, if you're not connected or like in our community, SCA Asaba, I've sent the link on the chat box, so I can still resend it again. So you can join here, Miss Confidence that asks for community. You can join our platform here, follow us on our social media pages, and join our chat box. Then for those that want to connect with Miss Lilybell, I also send her handle to the chat box. So right now I'm going to wait. Okay. She has sent the article, and Miss Lilybell, also send your social media handles, please. Then I don't know if there are any questions or still additions. I will give like 2 minutes for that. Thank you very much for attending. I really appreciate you guys for your time. So if there are any questions, additions, we are rounding up now. Questions, additions, questions, additions, questions, additions. Any question, addition? Okay. All right. So I want to thank everybody. Thank you, Bax. Thank you, Confidence, for staying from the beginning to the end. Thank you, Gloria. I'm not missing. Thank you, Ebuka Idris. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, our SC Asabali, Miss Uche. Thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate your effort and everything. So we are done right now. So good night, everyone, and have a wonderful night rest.